This is Larry Henares making your day with part 22 of an article I wrote in Great Civilizations, chapter, The First Citizens of the World. My dear friends, the woman is the keeper of the keys to the exchequer in the Philippines. And it is in this role that he finds himself an investor and risk-taker. The more enterprising a woman takes the family savings and goes into business, a small store under the house, a cottage industry, or even a pawn shop. She may not always succeed, but if she does, chances are she makes more money than her husband and finds so little time left for the family that she asks her husband to quit his job and manage the business for her. That is how family fortunes are started, by women. But the Filipino woman will never admit this, not in a manner that might rob her husband of his prerogatives as king of the manor and the lord of her creations. It is in this light that the Filipino woman plays her unique role as a traditional keeper of the savings and investment, the entrepreneur, and founder of family fortunes, and as the focal center of the home and Filipino society. Only in the Philippines comes forth a diaspora totally unlike that of the Jews. Unlike the Jews who are faced with anti-Semitism and fear of their financial and political influence and control over the movie world, Filipino immigrants unobtrusively blend into the white society, asking no affirmative action to advance their cause, and serving their hosts with competence and humility as caregivers, doctors, and engineers, and accountants. But it is as caregivers, nurses, and yayas, nannies, that they are welcomed into the home of the rich and the powerful all over the world. There they nurture with love the future leaders of the world and give meaning to the saying that the hands that rock the cradle are the hands that rule the world. I have met and heard of many youth, like that of the British royalty, who speak Tagalog, eat adobo, and trek to the Philippines to invite their Filipina yayas to their weddings. Of all the minorities in the United States, the Filipinos are most likely to become Republicans who hate the Afro-Americans and the Latinos. Why? Because most of the Filipinos never had to depend on the charity of government, as most minorities do, and advance on their own initiative and determination, as Republicans want Negroes and Latinos to do. It is hard to imagine Filipino immigrants turn fascistic against the poor and in favor of the rich, but there they are, only from the Philippines. More about this after these messages. This is Larry Henares making your day with part 22 of an article I wrote on Great Civilizations, chapter, First Citizens of the World. And we continue to quote. All over the world, public toilets come in pairs, his and hers, male and female. But notice this, women's toilets are always crowded. Men's toilets are not, because women take twice as much time to take a leak that men do. Only in the Philippines, and only in one place, the Aliw Theater of Lisa Macuja and Fred Elizalde, do we have 2 toilets for girls and for everyone for boys. Only in the Philippines are successful revolutions like EDSA conducted like fiestas as religious revivals. Only in the Philippines do we have women so beautiful that Filipino women worship them and send them all over the world to become beauty queens and wives of the rich and powerful. So enamored of creatures in skirts who promise heaven on earth are the Filipino men that they readily surrendered to white men in skirts, in cassocks, and garb of priests, who also promise heaven, but not of this earth. Only in the Philippines would you find a colonial people thoroughly converted to the way of life of their colonial masters. The British, the French, the Dutch conquered peoples and left them exactly as they found them, with the same religion, the same language, the same way of life. The Spaniards and the Americans did not only want to exploit us, they wanted us to be ersatz Spaniards and ersatz Americans. The Spaniards made us Catholics, the Americans made us speak English, gave us a universal education, potable water, and political corruption. Only in the Philippines do we have such a schizophrenic people, an Asian people with funny Spanish names, who cannot speak Spanish. The second largest English-speaking country whose people are brown, not white. Only in the Philippines do you find a people who love the world more than their own country and who are truly the first citizens of the world. This is Larry Henares, making your day, saying good day, God bless you. Thank you very much for being with us. Till next time, hasta la bye-bye.